Mississippi River in the United States. The drop in water level was triggered by a prolonged drought, which is affecting the region. Now that some portions of the riverbed are exposed, visitors have been flocking to the riverside to see what the receding shoreline has revealed. Thousands in Missouri traveled to the Mississippi River as receding water levels made it easier for people to explore the major waterways, many natural wonders. One of such wonders is the famous Tower Rock. On any other day before the water levels began to drop, the Tower Rock would have been an island within the main channel in Missouri's Perry County. Now, however, a dry stretch of land allows visitors to walk to the once isolated landmark. The Tower Rock was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1970. The Missouri Department of Conservation says it can only be reached on foot when the water level is below 1.5 feet. Earlier this week, the water level at the gauge was at a mere 0.22 of a foot. It had consistently measured under the 1.5-foot threshold since October 11th. The situation, however, remained precarious since late August. For one, it has caused barges to get stuck in mud and sand. This has led to waterway restrictions from the Coast Guard and ultimately disrupted river travel for shippers, recreational boaters, and passengers on a cruise line. Water levels are projected to drop even further in the weeks ahead, dampening the region's economic activity and potentially threatening even more jobs. Levels are projected to drop even further in the weeks ahead, dampening the region's economic activity and potentially threatening even more jobs.
All right, Shalom. This is Howard 1 by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's going to be a quick lesson dealing with the plagues that the Lord is bringing upon the daughter of Babylon, Mystery Babylon, America. All right, let's get right into it. It says the water levels over in Mississippi are dropping. All right, now this is not the Euphrates like some cats teaching out there. The Euphrates is overseas, man. All right, and that's drying up too. But this is about the curses that the Lord is bringing on this land. All right, called the daughter of Babylon, America. So let's get into it with that in mind. This is Job. Let's start from 50 and 31. It says this: Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud man. You see that? And this nation was led by, Edom, and founded by Edom. It's the most proud nation. You know, you got China following in his footsteps, but America was the most proud, been lifted up like the eagle. All right, being exalted, and through their dollar, through their demonocracy, they was able to push around the world, through their wars, you know. All right, so they're most proud. Saith Yahweh of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. See, the Lord is visiting this place. All right, when he's visiting this place, he's setting the fire, if you per se. It's going to lead up ultimately to the lake of fire, which is going to be them ICBMs. All right, but the fire is already being kindled. The Lord is breaking this place down. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, at their pride. And the most proud shall stumble and fall. So all the leaders, all the rich and celebrities and prideful in their religions, even jakes that are among our people that are lost in this place and are proud, these church leaders, 501c3 holders under dealing with religion. It says, and I will kindle a fire in his cities and it shall devour all round about him. So it's going to start as the plagues, and the Lord's kindling the fire, but it's going to end with a fire that's going to devour all round about. So we're seeing the droughts. That's part of the fire. That's part of the Lord starting the destruction of this place. All right, breaking it down. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed there together. See, this is that place. We're oppressed here together in slavery. All right. Starting with the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. All right, so meaning they what? They put things in our way to keep us asleep, keep us bound, and keep us in the lower class. All right, racism. All right, what's it called? It's a system that's set up to keep us under their foot. All right, so they held us fast, and they refused to let them go, man. And they still refusing to let our people go, meaning mentally now. You gotta get a passport to even travel. And also to let them go, that grip that they had on our people, the mind, that yoke. And they're refusing to let them go. Instead, they want total control. All right, full control over even the body now. They already yielded the control of our people, 2/3 minds. All right, through blinding them. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. See, 2/3 of our people are still lost in this place, man, and around the world. If it's hid from them, they're lost. There's no way out of it. If they don't have this truth, they're lost, period. I don't care what they're into. In whom the God of this world, the power of this world, all right, under the vibration of that satanic paganism and deception of Esau and spiritual demon Satan on the left-hand side, that, the Lord said the prince of this world is coming. In Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they put their vibration out there and confusion. That's what this place is called, confusion. They help to keep our people asleep. Revelations 11. Our people spiritually dead. In whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel, meaning the truth, of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. All right. So they're lost, our people, 2/3 of our people. Jeremiah 50:34. It says, their Redeemer is strong. See, our Redeemer is strong. Yahweh Shai, he's been exalted. All right. He's on the right hand of the Father, Yahweh, man. He's all powerful, under Yahweh. And he's ruling in the spirit. And he's going to show up and rule, destroy them physically as well, but he's starting his introduction right now. It says, their Redeemer is strong, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, of armies, of hosts. Yahweh is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, man. He's going to judge. The word plead means to judge. So he's going to judge our cause. What's that? We want salvation. We want judgment on the heathens that destroyed our people. All right? We want righteousness on the earth. That's what he's going to judge. That he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. So he's going to give rest to his elect of Israel and put us back in our land. And we're going to have rest there. And it says, what? But instead, he's going to disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. What's that? America today, spiritually. All right. So to quiver, to tremble, to quake, rage, quiver, be agitated, be excited, be perturbed. All right. To quake, to be disquieted. So that's what the Lord is doing to the minds of the people right now, stirring them up, taking all the dainties away from them. All right. So there's a drought upon the waters of America. There's a drought. There's hyperinflation. There's a lot that the Lord is plaguing this place with right now. All right. So he said, what? The Mississippi River is drying up, and what's going to happen is it's going to slow down the economy in Mississippi, in that region. Now it says here, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahweh, and the Chaldeans represent their wise ones, which would be the bankers, their ruling elites, going all the way over there to Europe and Germany, the elite bankers, the Jesuits, and also the ones that are here in America. All right. Saith Yahweh, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon the inhabitants of this place, because the Lord is going to what? Destroy the staff of the wicked. So those elite bankers, the Lord is going to destroy them, and also he's going to put them in slavery, and also he's going to destroy their power in this place. What's their power? Their dollar, their economy. All right. So the Lord is bringing America into destruction, deconstructing this place. It says, where was I at? And upon a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahweh, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon the inhabitants of this place. So that's what this place called, the melting pot. And upon her princes, and upon her wise men. All right, all the princes, the celebrities, the generals, the chiefs, the upper class, the super rich. And upon her wise men, that would be all the religions and the school teachers, doomsday preppers. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. What does the word dote mean? So a sword is upon their false prophets, and they're going to, these church leaders, community leaders, to be the politicians, to be slack, to be foolish, and that's what they're doing. Through all the pressures that's coming upon this place, it's causing them to show their foolishness, man. They're putting all kind of crazy policies in place, all kind of different. You see Biden stumbling all over the damn screen, right? All right, putting crackdowns and also hiking the interest rates, So they're showing their shame and their foolishness now. And people, the wicked shall wax worse and worse. And they're going to lose their damn mind in the midst of this. People are going to sell out, sell their soul, also getting on the social media to make any kind of money, showing their ass. So all of that because the economy falling. And it's hyperinflation. So, where was I at? And the people shall dote. All right, so they're going to bug out. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed, man. All right, that's why you see all these church pastors bugging out too. So a sword is upon her mighty men. What's that? The military and the police force. All right, and they shall be dismayed. Okay, all the strongholds, Washington, D.C., the military bases, the nuclear bases. All right, by violence, by confusion and fear, man. So they're gonna be dismayed by violence and the confusion and fear that's coming upon them. All right. A sword is upon their horses, and the horses represent dealing with the swiftness of the horse or the horsepower. That deals with the cars, the travel, travel. So a sword is upon that. How? With the hyperinflation and also with the gas prices. All right. So the Lord is sending a sword representing destruction upon the economy of America to break this place down first. A drought, a cutting instrument. All right, so they're being cut off. All right. From its destructive effect. So that's what it represents. The sword is upon their horses, meaning dealing with travel or swift travel. Right? People being able to get from point A to point B. And upon their chariots. All right. So also, the horses represent like the fuel, which would be gas prices and such. And the modern day cars or chariots, which represent the vehicles. Or you get hyperinflation. All right. Let me see. Now it says here, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, man. So it's that the melting pot of America. So the Lord is sending a sword upon this place, and everybody that's here, and only one's gonna make it out of it are the elect. All right. Now it says here, a sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women, basically as servants. All right. A lower, you got the man, which would be the upper level, and the woman would be the lower level. A weaker version of a man. So they're going to be weakened. All right, so they're going to become as harlots as well. It's a lot to that. All right. They should become as women. And the scriptures say that, man. They say every man had a hand on their hips as women, crying, lamenting like a woman in pregnancy. All right. A sword is upon her treasures. You see that? A sword is upon the banks, the real estate, the housing market, all the treasures of America, and even these rivers, these monuments. So, the economy and the dollar and the petrodollar, right? So that's why you have people like Saudi Arabia linking up with the BRICS nations now, with Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now Saudi Arabia want to join. What's that? They're going to stop pumping out oil to America eventually, cut off all ties, which would completely destroy the petrodollar. That's what they're doing right now. And it says what? A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Man, see? That goes with Habakkuk chapter 2. You're going to be for booties unto these other nations. A drought is upon her waters. See that drought? That's what we're seeing upon the waters of this place. You can type it into Google. American river is drying up. And it says what? A drought, desolation, dryness, parched heat. All right, especially over there in the West. It says a drought is upon her waters, man. And we're witnessing what? Water levels drop in Mississippi River so low that you can see that mountain. They say it used to be an island. And now that you're going to have animals moving around too on dry land. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. And all the animals gonna be looking for water. For it is the land of graven images, man. This place is the land of graven images. It's about to be destroyed. And they are mad upon their idols, man. So people have lost their damn mind in idolatry. They're foolish. They're trusting in their idols, man. Therefore, the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein. And that comes with the destruction. When the Lord send those ICBMs over here, the only thing that's going to dwell here is like swamp animals or unclean animals that can dwell in that heat in the swamp and toxicity. You know, I look out the window every day and see the cormorant. All right. It's a hurricane. That'd be the only thing out there swimming around in that water. You know. So that's right, man. So I ain't gonna go into that right now, but yeah, there's a drought upon the waters of this place. And it says what the water levels drop in Mississippi River. So this is just a precursor to the Lord kindling the fire, you know, leading up to the destruction of this place, the daughter of Babylon. Tell them, say, Shalom.